everybody. Today we are doing security market line. As I told you in the last video that capital market line shows a linear relationship between the risk and return of efficient portfolios only. Efficient portfolio is a portfolio whose unsystematic risk is equal to 0. It means it has only systematic risk which is measured in terms of beta. But investors does not hold all the portfolios which are efficient one. Therefore, there is another line for this purpose, and that line is known as security market line. So security market line is a line which shows a linear relationship between expected return and systematic risk, that is beta, of inefficient portfolios and individual securities. The relationship of expected return on security and return on market as per security market line is expressed by this equation. Ri is equal to Rf plus beta into Rm minus Rf, where Ri is the return on security I, Rf is risk-free rate of return, beta is a systematic risk, Rm is return on market index. Now please see this figure. Now here PMZ line, it shows the security market line. It has a positive slope which indicates that the expected return increases with increase in systematic risk, that is beta. The beta of market portfolio is considered as 1. The securities which lie left of point M have beta less than 1 and are known as defensive or less risky securities, whereas the securities which lie right of point M have beta more than 1 and are known as aggressive or risky securities. Now the question arises, what is the difference between capital market line and security market line? So the answer is capital market line shows a linear relationship between risk and return of efficient portfolios. So here risk is known as total risk and is measured in terms of standard deviation, whereas security market line shows a linear relationship between risk and return of inefficient and individual securities, and here risk is known as systematic risk and is measured in terms of beta. So but these two lines are not different. Okay, so CML is actually a special case of SML. Okay, so this can be proved in the following way. So the equation of security market line, that is SML, is Ri is equal to Rf plus beta into Rm minus Rf. Now we substitute the formula of beta in this equation. Okay, so the formula of beta is equal to covariance between return on security I and return on the market portfolio divided by variance of the market portfolio. So this is the formula of beta, and we can write covariance between the return on security I and return on the market portfolio as R into sigma I into sigma P, sigma I into sigma M. So R is known as correlation coefficient between return on security I and return on market index multiplied with standard deviation of return on security I into standard deviation of return on market portfolio. So now when we substitute the formula of beta in this equation, so we get finally this equation. Okay, now here correlation coefficient, that is R, will be 1. So this R will be 1. Okay, why this is 1? Because whole of the money is invested in market portfolio only. Okay, now when we substitute the value of R, that is 1, in this equation, then we get this equation, that is Ri is equal to Rf plus Rm minus Rf into sigma I divided by sigma M. So now this is the equation of capital market line. Therefore, we can derive the equation of capital market line from the equation of security market line. That is why we can say that capital market line is a special case of security market line. So this is all about security market line. Now we are doing arbitrage pricing theory. So arbitrage pricing theory, this theory was developed by Stephen A. Ross. Now this theory also explains the relationship between return and risk, but allows for multiple risk factors. So the only assumption of this theory is that capital markets are perfectly competitive and investors prefer more wealth to less wealth. So this theory assumes that the return is based on number of independent factors, such as inflation rate, industrial activities, interest rates, etc. Okay, so here the equation is based on multiple regression. Okay, now what is the equation? Rp is equal to alpha p plus beta p1 into L1 plus beta p2 into L2 up to beta pn into Ln plus E. So here Rp is known as return on the security P. Okay, alpha P is known as risk-free return or intercept. Okay, and Ln is known as value of nth factor, which influences the return on stock P, and N is 1, 2, 3 up to N. So there are 4 dominant factors in arbitrage pricing theory that determine the return of any security. Okay, now what are the 4 determinant factors? Four dominant factors. Now first factor is level of industrial activity, second is the rate of inflation, third is interest rate, and fourth is yield on corporate loans. Okay, now the question arises, what is the difference between CAPM and arbitrage pricing theory? Now in CAPM, that is capital asset pricing model, the return on the security depends on the return of market portfolio. It means there is only one independent factor, that is return on market portfolio in case of capital asset pricing model. Whereas in arbitrage pricing theory, the return on the security not only depends on the return on the market portfolio, but also on other factors such as industrial activities, inflation rate, interest rate, and other economic factors. So this is all about security market line and arbitrage pricing theory. Now if you understand the topic, then please like it, share it, subscribe it, and follow it. Thank you very much for watching this video.